Well, fans, another year is nearly in the books, which means it's time for another edition of SquirrelCenter. From buzzer beaters to breakout performances and everything between, let's relive some of the top moments from the season that had those fire emojis flooding the Instagram comments all year long. History was made in 2025 for Haverford College men's soccer. The Fords went unbeaten at 10 wins, no losses, and 10 ties, posting the program's first undefeated season since 1945. Powered by one of the nation's top defenses and a return to the national rankings, Haverford capped the year with its first Centennial Conference tournament appearance since 2019.
Got to get this one off quick.
The 2026 season was nothing short of historic for Haverford field hockey.
Oh, what a save!
The Fords broke into the national rankings for the first time since 2021 on October 7th, eventually climbing as high as number 16 in the nation. The team recorded 3 ranked wins for the first time in program history and reached the Centennial Conference semifinals for the first time since 2017, capping off a memorable and milestone-filled campaign that matched a program record with 14 total wins. The Haverford College volleyball team put forth a complete performance on Senior Day to stun the 7th-ranked Johns Hopkins Blue Jays in 4 sets. The Fords, behind an energetic and engaged Senior Day crowd, handed the Blue Jays their first loss to Haverford since 2013, ending an 11-match winning streak against the Fords, while also giving Haverford its highest-ranked win in the entire AVCA poll era. The loss was just the second in Centennial Conference play for Johns Hopkins since the start of the 2019 season, in front of a packed Alumni Day crowd inside Gooding 84 Arena. The Haverford College men's basketball team delivered a signature moment. The Fords knocked off rivals Swarthmore 74-68, snapping an 11-year drought against the Garnet. It was a statement win and a defining highlight for one of the program's emerging young cores.
74-68 victory. What a win for the Fords.
Champions once again, and yes, banners fly forever. The Haverford College men's squash team captured the 2026 Conroy Cup with a commanding 7-2 victory over Connecticut College. The title marked the Fords' first CSA team championship since 2017 and added another milestone to what was a memorable season. More fencing history was made for the Fords as first-year foilist Oliver Poe was named the 2025-26 NCAA Division III Foil Newcomer of the Year by the United States Fencing Coaches Association, capping a breakout debut season. He also earned All-American honors and led Haverford at regionals, which were hosted inside Alumni Fieldhouse for the first time. He finished as the top Division III fencer in his weapon at that event. Back in March, the Haverford men's indoor track and field team shined on the national stage at the NCAA Division III Indoor Championships in Birmingham, Alabama. The Fords sent 2 entries to nationals, highlighted by the record-breaking distance medley relay team of Micah Lockman, Thomas Fendig, Reef Kirkner, and Simon Lane. The quartet shattered a 15-year-old school record at the Tufts National Qualifying Meet and entered the championships ranked 9th in the nation. Meanwhile, triple jumper Jory Lee earned second-team All-American honors with a 13th place finish in Birmingham, capping off a memorable indoor season for the Fords. On April 4th, 2026, the Haverford College women's lacrosse team earned a statement victory over number 19 Franklin and Marshall by a 13-8 final. The win marked Haverford's first over the Diplomats in 26 years. Down 3 goals with just under 5 minutes to play, the Haverford College women's lacrosse team delivered one of the wildest comebacks of the 2026 season. Late goals from Kylie McNamara, Daniela Martini, and Mikkel Smith forced overtime before Brooke Epstein buried the game winner to stun Washington College 13-12.
It's a game winner from Brooke Epstein as the Fords win 13-12 in overtime.
It was a breakthrough victory in Baltimore as the Haverford College baseball team stunned Johns Hopkins, snapping the Blue Jays' 13-game win streak and ending a 14-game skid in the series with Hopkins. The win marked the Fords' first victory at Johns Hopkins since the 2016 Centennial Conference Championship game.
Haverford takes game 2, 10-5.
On a rainy Saturday at Clothier Field, Haverford men's lacrosse delivered a statement win. The Fords edged Swarthmore 12-11 on the road, earning the first victory over the Garnet since 2018. The win also carries major rivalry weight as it secured the Hood Trophy point that pushed Haverford ahead in the rivalry series, a lead the Fords would not relinquish en route to the first Hood Trophy win since 2019.
Comes home.
It was history on the base pass at Kennerstein Field as senior Mauro DeSillis etched his name into the record books for Haverford College baseball, breaking the program record for single-season stolen bases while tying the Centennial Conference mark with 42 steals this season. His 4-steal performance against Dickinson sealed one of the most electrifying seasons on the base pass in program history. It wouldn't be Haverford College women's lacrosse without another flair for the dramatic as the Fords took an overtime victory over rival Swarthmore in the Centennial Conference semifinals to clinch the program's first trip to the Centennial Conference Championship game. With the season on the line, Kaylee Bodak delivered one of the greatest performances in program history for Haverford College softball. Carrying a perfect game into the 7th inning, she finished with a dominant one-hit shutout to send the Fords to the championship round. Clutch defensive plays in the outfield from Zoe Friedman and Addie Saperstein helped seal a gritty 1-0 postseason victory. At this point, Haverford Athletics Communications might just need to order Tanaya Denson her own graphic package. The first-year pole vaulter just keeps breaking her own school record over and over again. She cemented a 11 feet 5 inches mark during indoor season, and now try 11 feet 11 3/4 inches at the Centennial Conference Championships. That mark earned Denson a silver medal, moved her up to 36 nationally within Division III, and gave the Fords a very funny problem to have, running out of media day photos every time she clears a new height. Not bad for a first year. For the first time since 2018, it was a return to the championship stage for Haverford College women's tennis. The Fords climbed as high as number 30 in the national polls and reached the Centennial Final. A resilient season once again placed Haverford among the region's elite teams. Back-to-back trips to the Centennial Conference Championship match for Haverford College men's tennis. Fueled by an electric home crowd in the semifinals, the Fords powered past Franklin and Marshall to continue one of the program's strongest runs in recent memory. It's said that big players make big plays in big moments. And that was absolutely the case for Brooke Epstein during Haverford's NCAA tournament run. The senior captain entered the weekend chasing two of the biggest records in program history, career points and career goals. And somehow, she got both. First came a monster 7-point performance with 6 goals and an assist, where Epstein passed Lindsay Carey Bean, class of 2000, to become Haverford's all-time leader in career points. Then, just one day later, she came back and scored a hat trick to break the career goals record, too. By the end of the weekend, Epstein had rewritten the record book with 292 career points and 219 career goals, cementing herself as the greatest scorer in the history of Haverford women's lacrosse. Well, Fords fans, there you have it. Another SquirrelCenter top 10 in the books, and another season that felt a bit bigger than just what these highlights suggest. Because it was never just the buzzer beaters or the record books. It's the quiet stuff too. Those bench celebrations after a role player finally gets their moment, the long bus rides that somehow feel shorter when everyone was laughing on the way back, the extra rep after practice that nobody really sees, those gatherings in the dining center, and the way that this senior class has made the standard feel like something that you can live up to every day. So before we close the book on SquirrelCenter, a real thank you to the class of 2026 for the leadership you don't always see on a stat sheet, for setting the tone when no one is watching, and for leaving these programs better than you found them.